So for either one of you guys, I guess, after a couple days, what are your reflections on the season as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good season. I thought we lost a good team. We got to find a way to improve over summer as a group, as a team, and come back at them. We've been a pretty consistent team for many years now, and we want to keep doing that.
Yeah, we're obviously very disappointed, losing to Colorado. I think we would have liked to perform better there, but our season was great. We had so many different guys step up, and it was it was a fun team to be a part of. But again, we're looking to kind of do the same thing going forward, get a bit better, and give ourselves a good chance to win next year.
For both of you guys, too. Do you feel like the team's back on the map? I mean, last year, swept in the first round, the year before, the whole bubble thing. But do you feel like you're back to being a cup contender now?
I mean, I don't know if we ever left that that category, but definitely beating Minnesota is always a good feeling to get out of the first round. You almost feel like the belief in the group increases every win that you get. And it did that again when Bozy scored the overtime goal there. And if we would have just got one more win, I think there's a chance we win that series, obviously. So I think we're in that group, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely very close. Looking at the teams playing right now, we're right there. Obviously we didn't beat Colorado, but the confidence in the group around and talking to guys is we know we can give ourselves a better chance to win and be right there. So it's going to come down to having a good summer, being in shape, getting healthy, and ready to start right again.
Hey, for both of you guys, if you could touch on this, from a player's perspective, where's that fine line? You want to be skilled, you want to be up-tempo transition, but you also need to be physical and gritty. How can you get both of those elements from the same lineup?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think it's the group. I think we have ability to score goals, and it just staying committed to that process of playing that Blues hockey and being stingy to play against. I think it's all there. Just being consistent with it and trusting our process. But yeah, I feel we're a really good hockey team, and we're going to be right back there again.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think we can score in many ways. We can play different ways, but we also saw, I think that's one thing that maybe we were missing at time in the playoffs, just kind of going wave after wave a little bit more, kind of building that momentum that we can feel like we're taking control of a hockey game, even if the scores are tied. That's definitely one thing I think we can get better at as a group, but there's a lot of things that to like. Obviously, in the regular season, we scored a lot of goals. We scored in many ways, and that's a good stuff right there.
David, you had obviously some physical challenges to get through during the regular season. Were able to overcome that. When you look back on it, can you be happy with the year that you had?
Yeah, I thought it was one of my better years that I've ever had. I think 2 years ago I had a pretty good year. I think I was able to build off of it. I mean, when you look back at the month of January, it was only 8, 9 games where it didn't go as well. I was coming back from injury. I had COVID in that time too. Just a couple bumps and bruises that I had to get over with, and I was able to do that and really build off of it, and a really good last 3-4 months really. So I'm proud of that.
David, you're an unrestricted free agent here. Can you say if there's any talks going on? I'm assuming you'd like to be back, but can you address that as well?
I mean, yeah, I'd love to be back. It's the desire's been there for me last year, during the year, and right now. So that's what it is.
So can you say if there's anything going on right now, or is it too early?
Again, I don't really want to talk about that publicly, so I'll just kind of defer to that, yeah.
So, David, if I could address it this way, you've always maintained this is like your second home. How much does something like that weigh
Yeah.
into this?
It's a lot for sure. Just for our kids, they're in school right now. They love the city, and just like we do, just like I do, and it's something that obviously playing with this guy beside me, the whole group, I'd love to keep going. I feel like I've built myself as a player over the years, and I want to keep this going for sure.
Ryan, how much you want David back? And I know you have a year left on your deal, but any way you can even up the term on both your deals?
Yeah.
That'll be to my advantage if that's the case.
No, I think, yeah, we want to keep this group together, and, he's such a big part of it as well. So it's, yeah, obviously, season just ended. I'm sure, things will progress as we go forward here. But, yeah, it's, yeah, he's a big part of this. And, I think we both want to be here, so.
Yeah, right. I was going to get into that as well. I mean, you're going into a contract year. Is that something you want to, address yourself? And do you see yourself here in the long term? And do you want to be here in the long term?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is a place I want to be, and yeah, it's crazy. It's good, crazy going into contract year. It feels like time kind of flew by there, but yeah, I'm sure things will. Over the summer and as we go into next year, I'm sure we'll try to figure something out. Again, still season just ended, so we haven't had really time to discuss it. But yeah, I know yeah, we'll see what happens.
Ryan, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while, but always forget. There was something on social media of you like playing an air guitar on the bench. Just what was that all about? And do you do that a lot during games?
I don't know. I was just trying to get another stick, and I was kind of just looking at one of trainers, Drew, and I think I think there was just like music playing, which was loud. And I couldn't really hear him, and I was just kind of trying to get his attention, and I don't know, just a random thing, but yeah, it's not something I do often.
Ryan, looking back the whole season, did early case of COVID, did that stick with you longer than it seemed?
Yeah, I think it definitely did a number on me. It was tough. It was tough coming back from it. Especially I think being forward, and I feel needing to have jump and stamina and such like that. It was tough. It was hard. It took a little while to kind of find my rhythm again, but yeah, I don't think anyone had a real easy time with COVID. I think it was unfortunate, but it was nice that we had the depth and we had different guys step up. In the course of the year, when guys would go down, we always had that such a good team that we were able to kind of keep going and stick with it and find ways to win games. So it's yeah, ended up being all right.
For either or both of you guys, are there one or two things that you would like to see the team do better next year or going forward?
I mean, personally, just like I said, just a little bit more maybe momentum between lines after lines, just kind of building our game a little bit more, kind of having more control over games at times. But I mean, I think it was there at times too. So I think it's just a way to do it more consistently.
Yeah, I agree with David there too. It's it was a great team. It was fun to be a part of, fun to watch, and you did a lot of good things at different times. Just being more consistent with it, and I think as for a group we stay together more. I think that'll come naturally. So it's again going to the summer, it's all individual. We all have to find a way to to get a little bit better, and that's individually for each guy, finding new things to work on and such. But right now we rest and start training soon and get prepared.
Ryan, when you view your guys' roster, do you feel like there's a good mix of veterans and youth that's coming up through that kind of balances things out? And where do you feel like the championship window still with this organization's at right now?
Oh, we're definitely right there. We're right in the mix of it. Yeah, I love our roster, the guys we have, and obviously what you guys don't see in the room, the way guys are together, it's a very good group and a great mix of both, whether it's energy or veteran presence. It's yeah, I'm full confidence. I have full confidence that we can find our way back there and have a chance.
David, belated happy birthday.
Thank you.
How young do you feel? When you look at when you're getting up there?
Not that
How young do I feel? Depends which time of the year. how many injuries you going through, but no, I feel really good. I feel I found a way to play the game right now where I feel I can be consistent every night. I feel like I can have an impact on the game and kind of bring a lot of positive to the team. So I think I got a few years where I'm going to feel like that still.
Are you doing things differently now off the ice in preparation-wise? And
No, I mean, some stuff you always want to get better, training-wise, all that stuff. But I've been pretty consistent in my training, what I've been doing over the summers. No, I just kind of keep going.
Ryan, I know you're not the GM, but what did Nick Leddy bring, and would you like to see him come back?
Oh, absolutely. I think he's, you watch him out there, how smooth he is, the way he skates, and, defensively just shutting stuff down, that it's just comes so natural to him that he just makes such an impact out there. So, I hope, things can work out and bring him back. He did a phenomenal job for us.
How long will it take for you guys to kind of get over Colorado, or maybe you're already there? And the other thing I wanted to ask you, it's kind of a what-if question. The series is 1-1. You're up 1-0 in Game 3 when Bennington goes down.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe you're still playing if that doesn't happen?
I mean, you'd like to look back and think that way, but that's the way it happened. I don't know, like, did we turn the page? I think we probably need a few more days or a week, whatever. But at the same time, we're proud of our group. We lost a good team, and there's no point just overthinking everything. So I'm proud of the guys, the way they played this year, and that's what I think.
So coming back 1-1 here, that happens. You could kind of, Binner going down, you kind of feel the energy just come out of the building, and us too. And I don't think, we responded the right way. It would have been, again, you look back at it, and there's a lot of things we could have done different at times. But, that was a big moment that, we just didn't handle the right way. And that falls on myself too, and, other leaders on the team. There's, we're still a very deep team in all areas, and we can find a way to respond. So it is what it is. We move on, and again, you still, trying to process everything the whole year, but it is what it is.
You guys had one of the highest scoring teams in franchise history. Do you think the potential is there for that to continue going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a very talented group offensively. Power play was very great this year. Every year is different, and as long as we're winning hockey games, that's all that really matters. And that's all I really want.